Evening. Get a sound check. Sorry if you're watching this after live. I always do say though, this takes forever for people to catch up with the sound. But tonight we're just talking about suicides in prisons and deaths, and is there more that prison officers can do about it, and the prison in general. And for any of you that don't know, I'm an ex-prisoner. I served 3 years, 8 months behind bars for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. Evening, everybody. Can we get a sound check, please? Have I got the comments on? Hang on. I can see there's people in here, so if anyone can give me a sound check, that would be great, please. All messages are visible. So. Thank you, Karen. I hope you're well. Oh, Kalenda, are you in the room? Sorry about this, guys. We will get into it in a minute. Oh, thank you, Laura. And evening to you too. I'm just checking if Glenna is in the room. But if not, it's no worries anyway. It's not a problem. Have I got any mods in the room this evening? It's slow this evening. I was just watching a silent screen. So, okay, so the case about Christine McDonald, that she died on the 3rd of March in 2019 at Style in HMP Style, shock. And it states in here as well that they were they were training on suicide and self-harm, and it's been improved since Christine McDonald's death, which is an absolute joke anyway, because they should have had more training before someone even gets the opportunity to take their life. And that I'm pretty sure it was the next year that the young girl, the youngest person, the 18-year-old, sorry, I'm absolutely terrible with names, so she took her life. I think it was a year later. Let me just double check this. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Is anybody? Well, I can see there's people in the room, but is everybody engaging with me this evening? Or was I just talking to myself? I'm going to take it that Glenna is not in here. She's abandoned me this evening. I know, Laura, it really is heartbreaking. It's so sad. It actually says that former inmates of a prison where several women have taken their own lives, it's a place for vulnerable young women. There's been at least 11 suicides in HMP Style since 2007. That's absolutely mental. I was Annalise. Hey AJ, I'm well, thank you. I hope you are. And this was in 2020. So and Christina. Oh my God, this is how bad I am. Yeah, so she literally took her life the year before, and then the next year Annalise takes her life. And they chat crap about training and X, Y, and Z. Like, at the end of the day, if someone's gonna take their life, they're gonna do it regardless. Like, it. The problem is if somebody is that bad with mental health and stuff, they're supposed to be on what do they call it? So basically, it's 20 So the officers, they have to be walked around everywhere. Oh, I'm glad you're in here actually, because you can enlighten me. You know when that you go, if you're a threat to like suicide or self harm, it's called an act book, isn't it? And well, you have to be escorted even to lessons, and then they come and they shine a torch on you every hour through the flat. I mean, obviously, an hour's a long time. So if somebody wants to do something in that hour, and I think the officers just sign the book and make out they've checked, or they don't bother actually trying to wake you. They'll just shine a torch and they can see your body. Then that makes no sense. I wonder if it so she was with, so let's read a little bit. So Christine McDonald was withdrawing from drugs when she died on the 3rd of March 2019, a day after arriving at HMP Style. So even with that, yeah, even when you arrive in prison, you have to go, well, you're supposed to go in a single cell, and they put you on 24-hour watch because you're vulnerable. Obviously, people that have never been to prison before are at the most vulnerable list because they're scared. um Obviously, you get the gist of that, and literally, so the prison, so yeah, so that she should have been watched even more so. It said they found the 56-year-old had been beside herself after seeing her daughter fall from a window as the pair were arrested in Blackpool on the 1st of March, but had not been given an update on her condition. The Ministry of Justice told the BBC staff training on suicide and self-harm had been improved since Miss McDonald's death. Again, there was another suicide a year later. I was put on an act book, the orange book. I was in watch because I was being bullied and tried to get things. What do you mean tried to get things? People bullying you to try and get things. And did that mean was that still 24-hour watch, Jenny? Like where they come and checked you every hour in the cell? Um Said Miss McDonald be extremely worried about her daughter Kirsty when she arrived at the jail at 6:30 on March 2019 after being given a 12-week sentence for shoplifting. It was said she was never updated on Kirsty's condition before she suffered fatal injuries the following night, despite a senior officer taking a message that she was in a serious but stable condition. Um, Ms McAllister said, concerned that staff paid insufficient attention to what was not surprisingly a significant issue for Miss McDonald. She also expressed concerns that apart from a nurse dispensing medication, there had been no healthcare present at the centre at the time, and its officers had no special training in managing drug withdrawal. She says staff had not considered Miss McDonald's risk factors appropriately and had been dismissive when other prisoners reported hearing her screaming, making comments about killing herself, and expressing concern for her daughter. Hi Jojo. Somebody must have assessed her as low risk, which was a grave mistake. Well, yeah, that's the thing. But the fact is that she'd only been in there a day. Um, so I think after that they just don't care. But I mean, if someone's screaming about killing themselves and taking their life, that's not a joke. Like, girls do say stuff all the time, but they still can't take that as a joke because they're just talking, saying stuff, because it's not even that. Yeah, the amount of girls that I've seen that are self-harmed and literally just missed an artery. Like, the scar wounds are so deep. They've only got to do it by accident. Like, they might not even be trying to unalive themselves, and they do it, and it can go terribly, terribly wrong. Wow, it said the senior officer had failed to pass on the message about Kirsty's condition for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and had found Miss McDonald with critical injuries in her cell. He told the PPO he had not been told of McDonald's distress, but had prioritised passing the message on. Nearly 3 hours later? Risk assessments are due to be updated as and when things change. Yeah, well, her screaming that she's going to take her life if someone don't tell us something. I think that's that should have been updated then. However, he was called to another area of the prison before he could do so. Yeah, of course he was. That's just the shit they chat and the excuses they make. And then hang on, Miss McAllister made 9 recommendations, including a call for staff to have improved risk identification training and insisted that all staff were made aware and understand of their responsibilities during medical emergencies. But this is a joke. And then, like I said, and then a year later, sadly, the most youngest prisoner ever has taken her life in the same prison. They chat the most amount of shit. See, this is when I don't think that they don't give a shit. Especially like it's more, I say more so the men. The more so the some of the men like can be like really good, but I feel like they're more heartless and ruthless. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, women and men, because there are some really bitchy officers as well that would actually get a kick out of not passing on information. But men that, hi Helen, um, yeah, I know it is a wonderful high sign. It is oh, I can't even speak. I can never speak actually, to be fair. But yeah, I am the rebel spy. Um, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, but men just seem to shrug it off because I think men are a lot thicker skinned than what women are. So they just think that when women kick off and scream, they can't be bothered. They literally can't be bothered. I'm not saying not all men, but I feel like with stuff like that, men are more not as I don't know, like women are more um what's it called? They got mother instincts, haven't they? So if someone's screaming about their kid, they're a bit more different to men. The system is seriously flawed, along with the staff ignoring prisoners' cry for help. It's a crying shame. I know, Michelle. It's absolutely disgusting. That's why we're just reading this off, and it's saying, how they have the training and blah blah blah, and then within a year, the same prison. Be a bit different. Well, it wouldn't be different at all, but it what they're saying is an absolute piss take and a mockery. Because if it was a different prison, then you could think, oh, maybe they actually have got training, but they chat all this shit just to make themselves look good online and stuff, and then another one happens a year later. That's so sad. Honestly, like doing what the jobs I'd done, like being a listener and stuff like that, like you, and even the courses, like you see women's mental health on a whole nother level. And I know men have it just as bad, and it must be even worse in the men's prison because men that like men don't talk about it or scream about it or shout, like out of the rooftops like women do. I think women are much more vocal, but I just see it on a whole nother level in prison. Is there much support in prison for mental health? No, there's not enough. There's really not enough. There is mental health and they do engage with the women, but it's like out here there's a waiting list and then you're assessed on a certain level of mental health. So, if you got a list this long, for one sort of level, and then you got a list this long or this long, you could be waiting ages. It depends. It depends where you are, and even if you meet the criteria, like when I was in lockdown and I engaged with mental health, I didn't really meet criterias for in comparison to other women, but they were amazing because the woman still found something for me to do with a one-to-one counselor once a week. So the mental health team are amazing. There just isn't enough of them. And like Glenna worked for an outside company for mental health and she's amazing. And I know she's helped so many women, but then they leave because officers treat them like absolute dog shit, like prison officers, and they end up going. So it's really shit. So there's definitely not enough support, but what is there, they do their best. I have to give them that. And there are some actually all right officers. Like there's one that like I'd class her as Hitler, and I think I just found out mum had cancer, and oh no, I forgot about the squeaky bloody hamster, and I needed to talk to someone. I was about to blow, and it was just a madness. And then I ended up speaking to her, and I was actually really shocked. I was actually really, really shocked, like how she was and how supportive she was, and she would check up on me. So you will get some decent officers as well. Like that would just like if you're locked in your room, they'll come out and get you out for a bit, or they'll let you do some cleaning on the wing if you're locked in your room. But they obviously don't have hardly any training. No, this is the thing because the thing is as well is like prison officers are employed to do a job as a prison officer. They wasn't employed to be a mental health worker because if they was, they would be doing that job. So there has to be that level of understanding. But now, with the dude, not right now, please. um, with the level of mental health and how horrific it is now, I think that anyone new that is employed in the prison should have a basic level of training before they can even pass any other tests. I think most of the staff in women's prisons should be qualified mental health staff. Do you know what? I agree and disagree. I feel like they definitely need. I think, like I just said, I think they need to pass some form of training. All the new people, they need to do some sort of course in mental health training. But I think what will end up happening is if they've got to be qualified as a mental health member of staff, then they won't want to be prison officers. But I think maybe like they should, let's say you've got 100 officers, they should pick 20 of them that want to do it, that actually want to do it, and they should be like go and do qualifications in it. The prison pay for it, and they have it as backup. Has anyone got any more questions about it? I think it actually says how. Not that you really want to know, but like obviously, how do they get? I mean, I know how they get to do it, but oh wow, Claire, when was you in there? Because we are. Have you been here from the beginning, or hi Claire, have you been here from the beginning, or have you just jumped in? Because we're just talking about style, and obviously we're saying about we're just saying about the suicide, and then the year later the Annalise. Hi Fran, I'm John from Australia. If you're on methadone when you get locked up, do they keep you on the program, or if you are withdrawing, will they put you on methadone or subs? As in America, they don't. Um, Hi, John. And yeah, so basically, let's say for example, I'm on methadone and I've got I'm on a script with the doctor outside. They won't give me none when I get into prison, but they will the next morning. So, or it might be the evening, but they will the next day. They just have to get confirmation from the doctor what milligram methadone I'm on, and just to say that I am on it. They can, let's just pretend I'm on 30 mil. They can be a bit arsehole and go, I'm going to put you on 20, and we'll assess it. But they will. If you're not on a script with your doctor, then I do believe you can get on a script, but you will be withdrawing for a few days. I don't think it's that easy, but I mean, they do drug test you, like they do have to do a piss test when you go in, so they'll know that you're on drugs. So I do believe they sort something out. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I do know for a fact that they will give it to you if you're on a script with a doctor. But like I said, they just have to wait till they've got confirmation from the doctor before they can give you anything. I was there a week after there was a suicide in Style. Sorry, my hamster decided. I keep forgetting because it's not in my room. I don't always hear it. Um, the I was there a week after there was suicide in HMP, so I was on 6 months remand. It was horrific. So this is actually the one we're talking about. Was it Christina? Is it Christine McDonald? Christine McDonald. So that must have been the one because it was. I know. I need to just do something with it, and I just forget because I'm not really in here unless I'm doing a live, dude. Come on, mate. Let's open the door. That'll distract you. You can escape. Um, yeah, sorry. We was just talking about that. That's mad actually that you've just jumped in, and obviously we were just talking about her, and it's just so sad. Did you actually? Oh no, it was a week after. I imagine that the whole prison must have been um in a bad way because literally we when there was a girl that took her life, but she wasn't in our prison, but we all knew her. I know he does, literally. Oh, he's just yeah. It's like my pets just like to annoy me. And yeah, in all the prison, you could feel like the sadness in the prison and stuff like that, even though it didn't happen there. Because obviously she spent a bit of time in Send, and we knew her. Um, it was really, really sad. Do you know exactly how she done it? Because obviously I know it was over her daughter. Did her daughter survive? Do you know? I better shine the lid on it because otherwise my bloody cat will come in here in a minute and eat the freaking thing. I bet like also like Claire, was there a lot of like mental health drop like go even worse? Obviously after that happened. Has anyone else got any questions as well whilst I'm just waiting for a response? That's bloody bit. Mate. It's not as bad as my cat. Every morning at 5 o'clock he's in my face. My kitten, should I say, meowing. And if I ignore him, he just absolutely rips my legs apart. He bites them, scratches them. It's quite funny. Anyone still in it? So I'll talk a little bit like so when I got calls out as a listener. So if you don't know what a listener is, it's where we do a voluntary job as prisoners, and we are trained by the Samaritans. Hey Samantha, Glenda's not in here. She's abandoned me tonight. Can you believe it? It's twice she's done it to me now. Um, I'm going on a ban now. I'm not talking to her for a little while. Yes, I tried to take my own life. I was in for arson, 80p worth of criminal damage. I got a suspended sentence in the end. Wow. Wow. Oh, hiya, Fiona. That's all right. Yeah, no, I need to sack her. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, and I know it's tough. It's tough when you go to prison. I was just explaining that. So you'll know what a listener is, Claire. But yeah, so you're trained by a Samaritan. And it's a voluntary job that we do, and at night time we'd go out in pairs. So if another prisoner was feeling suicidal or just wanted to self harm or whatever, they would call us out. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and we'd get the buzzer would go. Um, yeah, I think she's fine. I think she just felt like leaving me on my own, so it's fine. I get over it. Um, what was I saying? I forgot what I said now. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, because are you new to the room, Claire? And I do apologise if you're not, but we could all show her some love. Mum's not too bad, thank you, Samantha. Yeah, she's not too bad at all. So yeah, so we'd go out and obviously during the daytime, if you got called, you wouldn't be on a nighttime shift. You would go out again and go and talk to girls. And it's quite mad because you never know like what state the person's going to be in. Um, when you get called out. So, like, we get locked in a cell, and then if the puppers, the night staff, they're the only ones that have the keys in the prison. If they go to the other side of the prison, we can be stuck in that room for half hour when the calls ended, and it's mad. Sometimes it's actually quite scary sometimes because you do not know, they can attack you, they can do anything. If a prisoner's really vulnerable, it can really turn nasty quick. But especially when you go down to anyone that's been in Bronzefield, they have healthcare, and I've said it before. And when you walk down, the first time I ever went down, my friend said to me, "You need to walk with your back against the wall." I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "No, honestly, because they throw things through the so it's people with severe mental health on there, and they throw things through, like they throw shit through the flat thing. They'll throw their food. Their rooms are covered in feces, man. It's madness. And I remember get called out there like one or two nights, and yeah, it's you just don't know what way this person's going to turn. And if they want to talk for hours, you've got to talk for hours. And it's good because in one aspect, 'cause obviously, if you know you can help someone and someone's in their cell and they can't sleep and they've got suicidal thoughts and they trust us enough to call us out, then it was a very rewarding job. But yeah, it's definitely unpredictable. Hi, Fran. Was it Bronzefield you was in? Hi, Rob. I was in Bronzefield and I was in Send. Oh, yeah, I know, Sam. They just, I think they just avoid. I think they can tell us fucking crazy ones anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of corruption in Style. I mean, it doesn't sound like. I mean, the thing is, there's corruption in all the prisons anyway, as far as I'm concerned. You see it, you hear it firsthand. You know the stories that people are talking shit, Claire, and then you know the ones that are true. Um, but it just doesn't seem. It seems to be the really, really bad. Um, Hi, USA. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Styles got really bad reputation, really, really bad. It's the ones that don't know they're crazy you gotta watch. I just seen an article about Lucy Letby. Oh, what was that saying, Rob? There used to be, I remember girls in Bronzefield. Bronzefield was a more crazy prison, but I think it's because in there you had 550 women, whereas like Send, I think it was about 240 or something. So it just seemed a lot worse. And you'd have girls that would stand on the balcony upstairs on the banister and say they're going to throw themselves off. Um, Fucking madness, absolute madness. I see some really, really horrible things, just like people's war wounds and stuff. Just the madness of things that people are going to say they're going to do, and it's really tough. And you listen to someone and they say, "Oh, I'm going to go back. I don't want to be here. I'm going to go back to my room," and then you don't know if they're going to actually do it or not. But there's absolutely nothing you can do but just hope and pray that them calling you out and you sitting and talking with them made a difference. And the worst thing is, there's been a couple of times where I've not been able to sleep. And me and this other girl, Lizzie, we were first thing in the morning, as soon as our doors open, we were like, right, because we had a passport, prison passport it's called, and we could walk around the prison. So we would be like, right, we need to go and check on this person. Has anyone else got any questions? So I hate sitting there just staring at the screen. I want to go. he's like, I'll break the silence. It's not even that. Do you know what I think? Why I hate sitting on the screen is because I know that who died at Christmas EastEnders. When people are watching it off the live, it's like there's just a silence. Fran, you need to watch Lucy Letby. Did she really do it on Channel 5? Do you know what I do? I know. Someone said this to me as well. I seen a meme the other day, reminded me of you, but I forgot to send it. I left to send it to me, Sam, about how what life is like for her etc. She was in Bronzefield too. Yeah, is Noisy Hamster. I've actually got two. They're two little dwarf hamsters they are, and I got a kitten. I don't know where he is though. He's around here somewhere. Wow, sounds like you did an amazing job. Sometimes someone just needs to talk to someone. Yeah, do you know what? And the thing is if people are like, what people are like, how do you do it? And what if someone, how are you going to cope if someone, you wake up and someone's like taking their life? Like, how do you deal with that? And it's like, do you know what? Like, at least I know I tried. Like, at least I was there to do a job. And you know that there's, because you know, like, if anyone that suffers with depression and stuff, you know that when you're in that dark place, nothing anyone says or does or thinking about family members, none of that matters. Like that you're going to such a dark place. There's nothing that anybody can do. But you know, like that you could have given them some comfort, and I don't know. Like it's just it's all good saying what if, but what if we save 100 lives? You know, in comparison to one loss, like. Yeah, and sometimes you do just need to talk. We was never allowed to say though, what about your family members or anything like this, like that. If they told us they were going to take their life, we had to ask them how and when, and stuff like that to make them really think about what they're doing rather than like putting guilt on them. It's well weird. It was mad. I couldn't get my head around it at first, but afterwards it kind of like really made sense. Yeah, talking is good, but sometimes it's hard. Like, I can give such good advice, but I don't ever listen to it. He called it the black dog. It is. It's a blackness, isn't it? It's a real dark place. But anyway, let's uplift it a little bit. Let's. I won't say change the subject because obviously that's what the live is about tonight. But don't burn my head off here. As a bloke, we suffer with depression, etc. more because we can't talk, open up like you women can. No, and do you know what? No, I would never bite your head off because I totally agree with you. I think women scream and shout about it. I did mention it earlier. I am the rebel spy. Literally, women will shout it from the rooftop. Women will self harm and walk out of their cell, like whereas men don't feel like they can talk, and it's not right. Like, um, I think what was it? Was it Gay Pride or something? I can't remember what it was, but it was mental. It was Men's Mental Health Month as well, and I was like, "That's." I put a post up because I'm really all for it. I don't think they get a lot more support in men's prison than women, but obviously I've never been in there. That's just hearsay, so I wouldn't know. But I think it's definitely tougher. A woman would come out of their cell screaming and crying, whereas I don't believe a man would. Yeah, and it's mad. It's mad that it's not manly to show it. I think you're more of a man for having the balls to do it, but I do also understand. I I get it. Yeah, it is too much pressure for a man. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely seen as a weakness, especially in a man's prison. Imagine a big ass man, grown ass man, tattooed up, hench, bloody like crying on the landing and stuff. It shouldn't be like that though, especially the world that we live in today as well. Like people go, oh, men should open up and talk, and there is help out there, but I still don't think it makes much difference. But yeah, I think women don't care. Yeah, you can always talk on here. It's always a wicked group on here. To be fair, I've not even had to do any modding tonight. Like normally, like there's at least one stupid ass comment. But it is nothing but love in here, and it is a safe place as well, because as soon as dickheads come in, they get blocked straight away. Yeah. No, it's unlucky Glenna, because Glenna's not turned up tonight, and it's the one night that she hasn't wouldn't have had to even block one person. So I can't wait to tell her. I'm gonna Glenna has cared. Glenna has cared all the strange ones away. Scared. I think you meant to say, yeah, I thought you meant to say scared. Yeah, no. I think she's blocked about 1,000 people. Um I'm gonna give her a talking ban. I'm gonna ignore her for 24 hours. Shall I do it? I don't think I could actually. I feel really guilty. I'm gonna say to her, it was mad in here tonight. I was getting abused. I couldn't mod. I couldn't block them quick enough. It was an epic fail. I'll wind her up. But guys, like, if you are struggling as well, like men, like especially, like you do need to talk. You do. Yeah, of course I will, Sam. Um, and yeah, you can always reach out on my Instagram. Um, I'm not gonna lie though, I am a nightmare on getting back, but I do get back. I do respond. Maybe a week later, but I do respond. Or you might have to send me 2 messages. You can never find social workers who have a clue what's going on. Yeah, that's another whole ball game. Because if you're talking about social workers, like so here a social worker is like people that is more involved with kids and stuff like that. They end up taking the kids off the parents that's made like one little balls up in comparison to leaving them with people with reports and reports and reports, and then the babies end up unalived. It's so backwards in this country, it really is. Has anyone got any more questions? Oh, my cat is, to be fair. I've left the window open in my bedroom, so I reckon he's gone on one. I'm probably going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes or sooner if then no one's got any more questions or anything. I'm actually all right, Sam. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm not working full time anymore. So, although I have been working every day for the last month near enough, so, but I've just gone down to 0 hours so I can just spend a bit more time with mum and stuff and myself. So, thank you for asking. Now, I hope you're well. I know this channel is more female oriented, but I've followed you for a while and love the stories you share. Thank you for sharing. Um, do you know what though? I am the rebel spy. Like the reason it's like UK ex female prisoner is because like I identify as a female, and even though I'm gay, I don't think that I'm a man or a shoe or horse. And it's just to state that more that I've been in a female prison. Our goal is our goal like in is supporting the women and stuff like that. Yes, yes, we are working with the women, but we never, ever, ever shut out men. Never, and I don't ever want any men to feel like that. That's why I've had a few male ex-prisoners on here. You know, an ex-male prison officer, and any males that want to come on and share their story. You know, they're always welcome on here, always, and I do appreciate that. That you've subscribed and you stay watching, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the channel. Yeah, do you know what? My dad is good, thank you, Karen. My stepmom's been in hospital for bloody 5 weeks. And I actually got Papa's pasta Sunday and last Sunday. Yeah, that's the fitness hutch. Guys, if yeah, I'll tell you what, any guys in here, it's at the fitness hutch. Please go and give him a subscribe and follow him because he's actually such an amazing guy. He really, really is. And he does like obviously fitness stuff, but he's an ex-prison officer. Um, and yeah, honestly, I can't express like what a wicked guy he is. And I'd really like to do some work with him in the future as well, to support on the men's side. So yeah, that's it, Paul. We was talking. Yeah, so his name is Paul. But guys, if you're watching this after the live, please give at the Fitness Hutch a subscription, even if you're not interested in fitness or you don't need any like man talk or anything like that. Just go and give him a sub anyway and show him some love. Ah, thank you. I am the rebel spy. Appreciated. And I do appreciate everyone that comes on and shows support and stuff. Yeah, she does seem lovely. She does, yeah, his wife. But it was really mad because me and Glenna were talking about him today because we was basically talking. I mean, this is not right now, but we've got our goal and we've got something, a project that we're working on at the minute, and it is based on women for now. But we are looking to, obviously, when we achieve this project and it's fully like in full swing, we want to actually work with the male side as well. Um, so that's something that's coming forward in the future, and that's why I don't want people to think that this is just about women, because it's not. But it is our main focus at the minute, project wise. But don't ever want to feel that if a guy's watching this and he's stuck and he doesn't know where to go for support, whether it's housing, whether it's just a mental health team or whatever, we can always guide you. We can always direct you. My email address is on the information on my um oh my god, my YouTube channel. So if you go on the information bit, there is a email. It does go directly to Glenna, but Glenna does pass me over any email straight away. So please, if you are a guy watching it, please drop an email, or even a female, whatever. Mental health is a scary thing, but in prison I'll be much worse, I guess. Yeah, you can be. I mean, people's mental health does get worse in prison because it just depends. If you're somebody that can't sit on your own and then you're locked in a cell, you're screwed. And you're talking on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're locked in your cell at 5:15. That's a lot of time until the next morning. So that's a lot of alone time. But that done me the biggest favor in the world because I was always like codependent and stuff. Now I fucking love being on my own. I love my own company. I'm sure I'd be glad to hear from you regardless. Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, me and Glenna was voice noting about him last night, but I do need to reach out to him. His life just gets busy as well, and Nathan as well. We've had Glenn on, like ex-IPP prisoners. What? I can't even read that word. Who rocks? Misanthrope. What? Am I just being dumb? I probably am, actually. That's a stupid thing to say. I cannot believe I've not blocked one person tonight. Cannot believe it. You're all my witness. Well, a general dislike of human race. Yeah. Do you know what's really funny? Me and my colleague at work today, we went to the shop. I was like, take me to the shop. He was going to the shop, and I was like, take me with you. I can't be bothered to drive, even though it was round the corner. And I was like, I really dislike people. Like, oh man. So I'm just ignorant. Some people are ignorant. I'm not, Jojo. I'm not. Yeah, thank you for your comment though, but I'm not. I'm not too bad, but I wouldn't go that far. Man, that's how 30 years ago we didn't see mental health, just people we see and say they're a bit weird. It's so true, isn't it? And like, don't you think with like, it's a bit different, but like autism, like I was looking at stuff and they were seen as they put in like a psych ward, weren't they, back in the 60s or whatever it was? Like they were absolutely crazy, but now they have. I look bored. No, I'm tired, Carla. But now they have like all diagnoses, and you're right. They would say it was a bit weird. I think you're weird now if you haven't got mental health. And I get bored when everyone goes silent on me, and I'm sitting here just staring at a screen. I know. It's mad, isn't it, as well? Like, because back in the day, like when you had depression, you just sucked it up and didn't talk about it. You like just didn't say nothing. You couldn't tell someone how you were feeling because you'd really get locked up. I'm transfixed by your lights. I know that one behind there is well cool, isn't it? But I am literally gonna wrap it up now, guys, because I only said that to make you smile. All right. Oh no, I'm not bored, Carla. Not when you guys are in it. Oh, hey, friend, how are you? Could you please ask Ginger to send me a message for her channel name? I can't think what it bloody is now. I think it's at Therese or something. Um, yeah. Or I'll send it over to you. I'll have a look what it is. I can't remember what it is. I think it's at Teresa Moore something. What happened to the spaceman light? They're there. Look, that's that one. That's the spaceman light. We're gonna play with the lights now. So look, hang on. See, it changes. I like the purple though. Purple's my favourite colour. And then I got another one, but he's facing over there. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that's reflecting off the wrong wall. Hang on. Why are you making me play around with bloody spaceman? You see that one? There we go. I've got dots in my head now. That's all right. I hope you're well. Sam just comes in here and makes me words. How are you anyway, Sam? I haven't seen you in here for a little while. You only pop up now and again. Have you been okay? Guys, do you want to see my new glasses? I'm supposed to wear glasses. Well, I do wear glasses. I start again. I have to wear glasses all the time, right? But I had my eyes lasered over 10 years ago and they've been wearing off. And now, oh my God, I'm supposed to wear them all the time. What's them glasses that you call? Because I have to wear different glasses. I have to wear one for driving and one for all the time, like on the TV and the computer and all that stuff. Oh, well done, Trevor. That is amazing. Oh, what have I done? Shit. Okay, that's the first one. But do you want to see my glasses? Well, no, hang on. What's it called when they put them into one? I can't even pronounce it, even if you write it anyway. I don't like it. I mean, I'm back home doing real good. Kids and grandson are here every day. That's it. But I still can't say the word. Oh, that's really good. I'm glad. It makes me feel a bit funny. I know. Where is she? I cannot wear them. Glasses don't suit me. I know. He's a clever boy, isn't he? Let me But this, do you know what? This is the funny thing, right? It is nothing but love in it, but like it when it does come in stupidness, like it is just stupid like that. The most stupidest comments. It's not like even hate. All right, let me she's gone. Oh, I don't know which one it is. One of them two. Where you got to look down. Like I said, I've got to look to the side to do different things, but you got to move your eyes, and I don't like it. It's like I can see so much clearer when I put them on. Well, I spoke too soon, but to be fair, still one out of like a million. Where is does anybody else want to be a mod that's in here that's like always in the live before I'm going to end it in a minute? You seem a lovely woman, really humble and polite. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I'm not always polite. I swear loads. And I can be a prick, I'm not going to lie. But thank you. It was really kind of you to say. Trevor obviously went too far with the men sharing their thoughts, etc. convo. I know. I got 2 new pairs of glasses, but I left them at a friend's. All right, let me. She is such a humble girl. Thank you guys. Just stop because you make me blush. Right, hang on. Can manage block words and change chats. Da, 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 can review chats and hide. Oh, shit. Did that work? Okay, I think you're a mod. You should have gone blue though. Why are you not? Let's write something, Sam, please. And then I'm gonna say goodbye. I just want to see if Oh yeah, you've gone blue now. Hi Jay, I'm well, thank you. How are you? I literally just caught the end of the live now. We're just about to say goodnight. No, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Wasn't you mod anyway? I swear you was a mod on my channel. Oh, well, you're a mod again now anyway. Or maybe it was, I think, no, it's Corinne's channel you was a mod on, wasn't it? Oh, good night, I'm the Rebel Spy. Oh, I'll be back on again soon anyway. I hope you had a good session at the gym. Nothing beats working out for your mental health and stuff like that. Yeah, I always do a live once a week anyway. I used to do it a bit more. I have been slacking, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I always do a live, and I normally like post it at least a day beforehand. I think I even posted this 2 days ago, to be fair. No, thank you for joining me, Jojo. I appreciate it. Thank you everybody that's coming tonight, and always just been amazing. You guys always show nothing but love. Yeah, yeah. Find it and WhatsApp it to me. Okay, Days. Thank you. Well, look forward to you being there. Yeah. Good night, everybody. And was that tea or? I'm I'm no good for this. All right. You guys need to have easier names. No, it's such a nice little group in here. It's always nothing but love. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you for anybody that watches this after the live as well. And yeah, we'll be back again soon.